Welcome to Studio Stepping Stones. I'm PJ. Today we're talking about collage. I have gathered here a number of materials that can be used to make collage. We often use magazines, we can use fabric scraps, we can use tissue paper, even painted papers are beautiful for collaging with. We can use wool and many other materials. So, we've got our scissors, we've got our glue, a base paper, we're ready to go. Let's make a collage. So when we ask students to cut out images from magazines and make a collage, this is typically what we get. We need to give them better instructions about how to organize those materials, how to repeat shapes, repeat colors, build in a background, so that their end result is a lot more satisfying. Let's try another collage. This time, we've got 3 big blocks with images on them, and we need to unify them. There are 3 things we can do to help unify a collage. One is having a color block to anchor everything in the background. Using borders will help, but repetition also helps. Repetition of colors, repetition of shapes. So one thing that we can do here is start to place in just some text pieces that will give us a background to help unify these 3 disparate items. The other thing that we can do, using text as an image, means we can turn it backwards or can turn it upside down. We just want it there as a background space. The other piece that you want to encourage students to do is organize their piece before they glue anything down. Now, here are these pieces sitting on newsprint, or not newsprint, but text, and that helps a little bit, but they're still pretty distinct. What I'm going to do next is I have cut up some strips of text that will sit on top of these elements. So we've got 3 distinct pieces, but I'm going to bring the text now in front of the other pieces. I have a little text fish to put in with the fish. I've got some text clouds to put over the clouds. Even a text tree to fit it up here. So they begin to start making more sense together. And we can start repeating colors. The color from up here can go down below. It can maybe come in underneath here and between here. We've got little bits of map that can work its way through here. And once all of this is organized, then I will glue things into place. Okay, so we have this little collage that is now a lot more connected, just with repeated line elements, repeating colors in different places, using the text as a background block and also incorporating it within the different blocks. So this one looks really kind of unfinished, where this one has a lot more connecting it. The border also really helps. Now, collages can be made with all kinds of different materials, as I said. Here we have an identity collage made with magazine images, but again, you see the repetition, the black and white pieces, as well as little elements that are all sort of connected. So this is another collage that uses background blocks to help unify it, as well as repeated elements. encouraging students to play with collage just by looking at the kinds of marks they can make, tearing paper or cutting paper and gluing them down. And then they use that technique to build an image with. Another thing that students can do is you can look at shapes. You can look at positive shapes, negative shapes, and having those shapes anchored on that color block. If I've cut out a shape like so, I might want to have that negative shape in there as well, just for interest's sake. There's a negative shape with the positive somewhere else, and laying these things out allows you to judge your composition before you finish your work. Overlapping things, intersecting things, and balancing the whole thing before you glue it down. So I hope you will use some of these techniques and encourage your students to make collage. Thanks for joining us.